on a spring all the way around the shock absorber, Scott.
All right, Chris Chapman's worked her way over to Gary Porter. Let's go find out what he's got to say about that run.
Gary Porter, you thought that Micro Machines should have been disqualified.
Right, I seen them over on the grass, and I knew he had 2 tires over on the grass, and I got back in the pits, and several guys come up and told me he had all 4 tires, on the grass, and it was my understanding we had to stay on the pavement. And so, I went and asked the track officials. They said it was a legal run, so I'm not arguing with them. The next run, I want it on the grass.
Good luck to you.
Okay, thank you.
Next run, Army, he'll be back because fast losers are going to come back, and several of them. He'll probably be one of them.
Yeah, look for Porter, and he's a man of his word. Speaking of man of the word, watch the Outlaw. He'll try to put a hole shot on Bigfoot. The only hope he's got is to go quick and go first. He doesn't. Bigfoot, now he goes down right there 50 feet, and something electrical goes away in that truck. Andy Brass is sitting dead in the middle of the track. The Outlaw is getting ready to go to the first turn. Now Bigfoot comes to life.
The Outlaw will hit the cars. Very important for Bigfoot to go ahead and complete this run and get a time if he can get it started. And the reason is all these other trucks are braking. They'll need somebody to come back. Right now they're trying to get that truck refired so Andy can record a time.
Okay, what it is, they're running this truck on gasoline. The engine was built for alcohol. There is a jetting problem. In other words, the fuel in the air mixture is not right. But look at the Outlaw. His motor goes away, and now here comes Bigfoot. You talk about drama. These boys are really doing it in Louisville, Kentucky.
The Outlaw gets a big feather in his cap. A win over Bigfoot, and Andy Brass knows the way things are going tonight, that all he's got to do is complete a run, and he's very likely going to get a chance to come back.
Look at the left front wheel, Scott. Tippy towing. 13,000 pounds on 3 wheels.
Brass still hits it hard. Andy did not save the truck one bit, and I think he's going to get a chance to come back if he can keep rolling. But the winner is the Outlaw and Mike Wine. Army standing by with Mike Wine, and this has got a race. It's one of the biggest wins of his racing career.
Well, in motorsport, the rule is you take it any way they can give it to you. And, son, he had electrical problems, what it was. Not like a kill box or something, but it cut clean on him. First thing you asked me what happened to him, does that mean you weren't aware of it at all?
No, I wasn't aware of anything at all because I messed up the front end so bad when I went out and qualified. Both tie rods are broke. I got to thank Buffalo Drummer, Johnny K, and everybody in the pits for even letting me get this truck back here. It's just barely welded together to even run. I never expected this at all. I'm in shock.
Well, you're going to the next round. You're going to pick up some good money here tonight, but are we going to be watching the walking wounded the rest of the night in the form of the Outlaw?
No, I'm going back now in the welder. I got a guy standing back there, and everybody in there is going to, with their best heart, are going to help me. We're going to come back strong.
Now we understand that Micro Machine has indeed been disqualified after beating Carolina Crusher. Let's go to Chris Chapman in the pits with Kurt Fisher.
Kurt, kind of a late ruling on the disqualification. What do you think about that?
Well, I knew whenever I came off the cars, I landed way over in the dirt, but I had no idea that they were so worried. I mean, I thought if they were going to be worried about getting out of bounds, that they would put cones there, and then it would be either yes or no question, but instead they didn't put nothing. They come to us and said that's the way it is, so that's about all we can do, just take it, wait for next week.
How do you really feel?
I can't say that on air.
Once again, he's going to have to put away Gary Wiggins and Mopar Magic, and on this course, there are no sure things.
Driver goes the thumbs up sign, means he's ready to go. He'll be working the inside with a Chevrolet. Again, that truck weighing 12,000 pounds comes out like a rocket. Chevrolet on the inside, Dodge on the outside.
Greg Holbrook looks good. Let's watch him hit the car.
Now, normally he'll burp the throttle, try to stay close to the ground. That's exactly what he does. See, he keeps the truck close to the ground, doesn't get a whole lot of air. Now he is at the really leg and mount motor shimmy for the last half of the track, Scott.
Mopar Magic in trouble. Gary Wiggins stops dead on the course. It's going to be an easy win for Greg Holbrook and the Equalizer Chevrolet out of Springfield, Tennessee. Running for Gary Cook, the rookie looking good in that truck that David Morris drove to the '89 World Championship. Now, Wiggins has refired Mopar, but for the night, you're going to stick a fork in him. He's done. Army, can we see any problems here?
No, the run looks good. I'm looking to see if maybe the kill box may have malfunctioned again. That's not the case.
Mopar Magic just got beat.
That's just racing. Who we got coming up now, Scott?
We'll be taking a look at our next matchup between the Auto Value King Crunch Special and the Bigfoot Ford.
Watch the Ford. See if it stutters in the first 50 feet. Scott Stevens on the inside has laid all his cards on the table. If he's going to get ahead, he's going to do it in the first 50 feet. Andy Brad doesn't want it to happen.
Brass wants to beat Scott Stevens worse than anybody.
There it is. That's exactly. That might be enough for the Chevrolet to hold on, but Andy Brass is going to be coming back like a fast-moving freight. You can bet your last nickel on that. Here he comes.
During all the controversy between Bigfoot and TNT, Scott Stevens has been a spokesman against letting Bigfoot 8 run, and now Andy Brass wants to beat him in Bigfoot 4 so bad he can taste it.
Two cars weighing 13,000 pounds, look like 2,000 pounds sprint vehicles going head-to-head. Louisville, Kentucky, Brass takes the win. Look at the angle. Beautiful, not beautiful.
Andy Brass puts Bigfoot 4 into an impressive victory over Scott Stevens and the Auto Value King Crunch. And I'm going to tell you, Army, they've made a lot of modifications on that Bigfoot 4 truck, but Andy is driving it just like he drove Bigfoot 8, like he's not worried about taking any abuse, and like he can stop the truck on a dime.
John Pratt normally drives this truck. He's injured, like you say. This truck lands a whole lot harder. It's a stiffer truck than Bigfoot 8. Andy said once he got used to that, he'd be a bear. Hey, he's a bear.
Andy Brass will now hit that second set in Bigfoot 4 and impressively put away Scott Stevens and the Auto Value King Crunch. Army's with Andy, and I know that was a sweet win for Bigfoot.
Andy, we know there's no love lost between you and Stevens. He's been going around. As a matter of fact, he's even got a sign on the front of his truck in reference to a lawsuit that you all have against the TNT people. That's his viewpoint. You told me in Dallas that you would love nothing better than to come back and beat him with an older truck, and that's exactly where you are right now.
Yeah, that's right. You know, everybody's protesting the new truck and everything. You know, well, we brought out the old one and proved we can do it right again with the old one. You know, we don't really need the new one, but the new one's a lot safer. It's a lot better truck, and it puts on a lot better show. You know, we come back out with the old Ford Bigfoot, you know, and beat him. That just tickles me pink.
Yeah, that was a big smile from Andy Brass. He's in the Final Four, and another Ford is going to go to the Final Four. The winner of this race, Outlaw, and no problem. And John Moore is out at the line.
Moore went dead on the start line. The Outlaw's got an engine going away. The white smoke coming out indicates he blew a head gasket. Oh, he's taking a big chance right now. He is pushing that engine to the absolute maximum. That's how important getting to the next round is. If that was you or I, I guarantee you, we'd have shut this truck off a long time ago, but he needs the point. You can see the engine going away. Look.
Well, all you can say is that Lady Luck's riding with the Outlaw tonight. Bigfoot died on him in the last round. Now No Problem dies on it. He's going to be in the semifinals if he completes this jump legally.
You're talking about Lady Luck. I just thought of something. You know where they build these trucks to start with? About a mile and a half down the road. Maybe these old Fords just won't die in Louisville. They want to come back and put a win down.
Mike Lyons got himself another win. I think he's saying, I'm going to the pits, boys.
Yeah, he waved off the camera interview and said he's going back into the pits. He is hot.
Hot in terms of his truck.
Exactly.
He will be back in the semifinals if he can get it fixed. And again, it was no problem dying at the line. John Moore, a tough day at the office. Chris Devlin's in the pits with Mike Lyon of the Outlaw.
Mike, you said it earlier. What in the world else can go wrong with this truck?
You're not going to believe this. We got it narrowed down to either I blew a head gasket. We're going out there, and it's still 220 degrees. We broke the front end and broke the drive shaft. We worked on it so hard, I totally forgot about the motor. Just negligence. Ran it out there a second time. Foot broke down.